What's up, everyone? This is Secret Boss Fallon returning, and I'm Anthony.
I'm Sean.
I'm Matt.
Yeah.
And we are...
Wait, what the fuck are we introducing ourselves? What's going on here?
No, we're the.
I wasn't ready for it
Secret
either.
Boss.
What the fuck is going on?
Matt didn't get the memo, apparently.
Yeah, you didn't read the emails, dude. But we're the Secret Boss Fallon Zaibatsu right here. The squad. Here we are. The boys have returned from a little bit of a hiatus, like a week and a half, trying to figure out our lives and times to do this.
I
But
was sick, dude. I was sick for a week.
well, I'm glad you're better now, Sean. I hope you're not dying, but I think you sound better than what I would imagine you would sound back in the day when you're dying.
Do you know what we're not going to talk about this.
Oh my god.
It's a weird thing to say, but we're not just going to not mention. We're just going to move on.
This is already a great podcast. This is some good shit.
This
right
is
here.
what the people want, dude.
For me to lose my mind within the first 2 minutes of recording.
Yeah, we'll find something else to lose our minds over, don't worry.
Oh man, alright, so Sean, you wanna start what you've been doing this week? What's going on in
Dying,
your life?
for one. Working for two. Getting mad at Counter-Strike for 3.
Damn.
And yesterday was Mother's Day. Got my mom a cup. Said world's best mom on it.
You are so kind.
And that's about it. That's been the last week in a nutshell.
Wow, Sean. I feel like why is Counter-Strike making you so upset, dude? Like, what's going on there?
Listen.
Who are you playing with, Sean?
Billy and my friend Will.
Oh, you're playing with Billy.
I know too many Wills and Billies, to be honest. I don't
Is
know.
Billy bringing you
Multiplayer games
victory?
suck, dude. It's just the nature of the beast. It didn't have to. If I played any multiplayer game, I get mad. I just happen to be better at Counter-Strike, so I play that game.
I agree. Multiplayer games usually suck. You heard it here first, guys. Multiplayer games suck.
Having teammates suck.
Controversial opinion.
Having teammates suck.
True. That's very true. Teammates is what make
Having to
multiplayer
rely
games
on
suck.
anyone ever sucks. Could never rely on anyone.
Damn, dude, that's some deep shit.
Games.
Learned that from Final Fantasy 8.
What?
It's like the entire premise of the game, Matt. That's Squall's entire character. You played that game.
Yeah, I did.
Alright. What have you been doing, Matt? Let's just get out of this dark abyss we find ourselves
Well, this past weekend I ate a lot of fucking food. I went to Coastal Flats for the first time.
in. What is that, Matt? What is
Coastal Flats is good.
Flats?
It's
Sounds like a
restaurant.
seafood place. Is it a seafood place?
I mean, they did have seafood there, but I got some beef ribs.
Mmm.
Beef ribs. See, I'm confused. Is this like a bar and grill type of thing? What is this place?
I don't know. It's
You don't.
like an
know.
American foods restaurant. That's it,
Yeah,
man.
it's like an American bar and grill.
Have you ever heard of Mike's? I think it's run by the same people. They have the same rolls.
But
Infinite rolls.
I have a rough idea of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like high-end American restaurant.
And then I saw the King Arthur movie.
I heard that sucked.
Honestly, I thought it sucked. Like, it was like really fucking weird. Why didn't they just make it more hype, dude? And like the entire movie, he was wearing.
How would you have made it more hype?
He was
real
wearing.
quick?
He was wearing hooker clothes the entire movie. He never got. Because so the story is
So
like
he wears armor. It's more hype.
there's
Gotcha.
like King Arthur's dad who already has Excalibur, and Merlin made Excalibur in this version of the story.
Interesting.
And his dad is like some hype king guy who fucks up terrible sorcerers, Mordred's jackoff men or something, his shamans or some bullshit, his mages. And then his brother or whatever, I forgot his fucking name, fuck. And then he betrayed him or some shit. But then the little boy gets shipped off in the water or something and then gets raised by hookers. So King Arthur's raised by hookers. And
That
then
sounds pretty good to me.
and then he wears hooker clothes the entire movie. Like when he's fighting the last boss guy, he's wearing regular clothes. And I'm like, why?
Hey, man, that's his favorite shirt.
Terrible, dude. But it's fine. It was like, I don't know. King Arthur was hot, I guess, and Excalibur was beautiful, I guess, but it wasn't.
That's all
a
that
good movie.
matters.
It wasn't a good movie.
Damn. So what else have you been doing?
Oh, and then the day after that, I had a whole pizza. Yeah,
A
that's
whole
important shit,
pizza,
dude.
like
It's
like
important
a
shit, dude.
Celeste whole pizza, or like we talking
Like
like a
a-
pizza shop
Like a
large
Mangino's
pizza? Okay.
Ooh.
large meat lovers pizza with onions on it.
That sounds good, dude.
Not
Yeah,
an
man.
onions guy, but
I've just been eating food, dude. Holy shit, I'm such a fat piece of shit.
Damn.
there was a
There
time
it
when you
is.
weren't eating food. I remember this a
Yeah,
while ago. We've
Yeah.
changed gears now. We've gone the other direction.
yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah, because I'm just like, dude, food tastes good. I don't give a shit if I'm
You
not
got
hungry.
those
It's gonna
chocolate. Well,
fucking
now
be
what
it.
the fuck are they called, dude? The things we were talking about last time. The chocolate things.
The Choco Pies.
The choco pies, dude.
The Choco-
And you're fucking one of those waffles that you get.
Oh, the cinnamon waffles, dude. Yeah,
the mad
those are so
staple.
good. Those are so good. I need them. I need them actually.
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Oh, no, putting out an order for his mom right now, dude. Straight in.
Bitch, go get me those waffles right now.
Yeah, I've also been playing Tales of Hearts, but
Ooh.
the game is really fucking weird because basically everybody has like the Tales random shit in this game. It's like everybody has like something called a Spiria, and it's like your spirit, I guess. It's like your soul, and like something can be wrong with it, and you can jump into other people's Spiria and like fix it, and that's basically what the game is. And at the
Wow.
very beginning of the game, the main girl, her Spiria gets shattered.
That sounds
In the
like she'd
very
die,
beginning.
But okay.
Yeah, and then her emotions are like scattered across the world or whatever, and then you have to like go around and find them. And whenever you get one, you put it back inside of her, and she gets like another emotion or something like that. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird.
So it sounds like some weird Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
Yeah, kind of.
They
I
had to
guess.
find the Dragon
yeah,
Balls, dude.
it's find Dragon Balls.
Damn, dude.
But
How you
the
doing
main
the-
character is really cool.
Yeah, he looks cool.
The battle system got better because that like the gimmick or whatever of the game was introduced to me at a certain point, and it's like an air combo system where like you have like you're gonna get a new attack at the end of your basic attack combo, and it's like a launcher, and you launch them into the air, and then you jump up and do an air combo. It's pretty cool. You could do like have follow ups with your party members and stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
But for the follow ups with your party members, this shit pissed me the fuck off. You have to click on the screen to do it.
Like with
Well,
your finger.
I'm playing the game, and then I have to push their portrait on the screen to do like a follow-up attack. For
Oh my
that's
god.
really fucking gay.
I've already hated the combat system just from like having to use the stick and the D-pad at the same time.
Yeah,
Now they want me to touch the screen too. Like,
yeah. That's gay.
how was this game made?
That's gay. Why is it not
Oh. Oh my god, I'm gonna put the game on easy because I literally just want the story and not
Yeah, I already did that.
genius. Such a god man.
The adult
Oh,
characters
man.
are cool though.
Word.
The older brother's such a fucking cocksucker, dude.
Oh no, I haven't met him. Or is he the older brother or the sister in the
His
beginning?
older brother's sister, yeah. that
Oh,
guy.
okay. I already don't like.
He's a cocksucker.
I just don't like his look.
The beginning of the game is like ridiculous, honestly. Like, you start out in the woods training with your. You played this part, right? You already played this
Yeah,
part. We're
yeah,
playing
yeah.
training with the grandfather or whatever, and then so the girl washes up on the shore because they jump off the cliff, and then you take her to like the whatever. She gets a weapon, and yeah, and that's another thing. She can't join the party yet and fight yet, which is gay. And I'm already like 7 hours into the game or something.
They did that shit with fucking Magalu too, where she's like in your party at the beginning. of the
Yeah,
game, like,
exactly,
Yeah,
until,
exactly.
like,
Yeah,
10 hours
yeah.
in.
I don't know what she needs. Maybe she needs to complete her Spiria, all of her, get all of her bullshit back. But
Man.
so you go to the place where she like, I don't know, gets her shit cucked, and the mage comes along and cucks her shit. But then your grandpa comes along and the mage kills your grandpa. And you're like, oh well, that's gay. And
Yeah,
then
Don't forget when the part where the mage gets punched by the
oh
girl.
yeah, by
Or
your
the main character. Oh yeah, yeah. That was a
He's
sick
like,
punch.
he's like, ah! And then he was with the sword, dude. He fucking flattens her. And then he flattens her, and then she says, without any kind of like change in her voice, she's like, "Oh wow, you're pretty strong." It's like, okay, love that shit, dude. But
Yeah,
then
hilarious.
the brother just gets pissed at you, and he's like, "What? You shattered my little sister, my cute little sister's heart, you piece of shit." And it's like, my grandpa's dead, and it's like, okay, dude, I guess I don't care about that. The brother's a cuck. He's a huge cuck.
Sounds like it.
And he has cool weapons too. He has like dual, like wrist mounted arrows, bows.
Ooh, that sounds dope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude. So Tales of Hearts are. How you feeling about? So how far are you into it in general? Are you like halfway? Do you know?
I'm definitely not halfway. I'm like 7 hours in.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I don't know how far this is.
It's a struggle for you then.
Yeah, I mean, playing on a handheld's always been a struggle. I can't do it for a long period of time. Like at one time, I can't do it. It's handheld.
Interesting.
Hurts.
I don't blame you. It does hurt.
The
Well,
shit
let's
is
just-
also really small. Like the buttons are so close together. Like I have to I don't know how I'm supposed to hold it.
the struggle, dude. If
Yeah.
only you had a Vita TV.
If only had smaller hands or via TV, yeah. And I could use a PS4 controller.
Yeah, would have been perfect. Oh well. But yeah, is that your week in a nutshell right there?
Yeah,
Are
man.
you-
Eating
okay.
eating a lot of food and playing games.
Sweet. All right, well, I guess I'll go now. So, I've been playing a lot of things. I recently got back into Hearthstone, and I'm very excited about this. It's really fun.
Oh god, hearts.
See, Hearthstone's a fun game. And here's the thing, Hearthstone, I'm gonna say it's just a superior game to other card games because I don't have to drop like $100 at least to play the game at the highest level. I haven't dropped any money. I'm already playing with a top tier competitive deck because it's like it does sort of suck because there's a dust system, but you can't trade your cards with other people, which is like the downfall of the game. But there's a system in the game where you can disenchant your cards and you get dust, and dust is how you create other cards.
Are there Hearthstone like servers like Cockatrice where you don't have to pay and you can play the game? Probably not, right?
Probably not because it's through Battle.net. So I mean, it's honestly fine though because you're really, unless you're paying like you only need to pay in all reality if you're playing a class that needs like all the legendary. Like Priest needs a lot of legendaries. Looks like mid-range Paladin needs a bunch. But besides that, you're pretty much good. You might need one legendary in your deck, but that's what like 1600 dust, which isn't actually too bad if you've been playing. Like I've been playing since the beta days, so I actually owned every single set beforehand. And since those sets have been rotated out, because they do this thing now where the last card in the last 2 years, the cards that came out then are the only ones allowed in standard. So they just entered year 2, so it's the year of the Mammoth instead of year of the Kraken now. So they named the years.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like they just took out a bunch of cards now from Hearthstone, which was good because now I can just dust all those cards. Especially, I think the coolest part is so there's like solo expansions in Hearthstone, which is like you go through these different wings through this story expansion. And let's say expansion has like 5 wings. Every time you beat the wing, you get a bunch of cards, and you usually get a legendary, right? Since those cards are not being used anymore, they actually let you destroy those cards for dust. So I had so many legendaries I was dusting, and legendaries give you 400 dust each.
So
And
these old cards, you can't use these old cards.
well, you can in Wild. So it's like Magic, where there's like a what is
Formats.
yeah, like there's different formats. So there's Standard and
Yeah.
Wild and Hearthstone. Standard is what cards are being used in
That are not rotated. That are
yeah, they're still in, but
And
all
then
the cards
Wild
are
is everything.
exactly. I'm not going to play Wild because there's no point. In all reality, there's no point. So I'll dust all those cards, and since I've been playing forever, I got like 6k dust. Didn't even dust all the cards, or even all my legendaries or epic cards. So I still have some in the bank just waiting. And I was able to make 2 decks with Hunter because I only play Hunter, at least for right now. And I have 4k dust left over, so if I want to play another class, I can do that.
You didn't spend any money.
Haven't spent any money.
Awesome.
Yeah, I do need to get one more card from the latest solo expansion, but I'm saving up my gold, and you get gold by completing quests, and I'm almost there. I'm like halfway with the gold I need, so I'm pretty much fine with that. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone. It's pretty good game, fun to play. I feel like more people should play the game, honestly. But apparently it has 70 million players, so
It's a lot.
whatever. That's a lot of people, yeah. Besides Hearthstone, so I beat Prey. Bought Prey, beat it in about like 3-4 days.
Tell me about the ending.
Alright, so I guess well I don't want to go into spoilers here. I want people to listen to it. Because I assume a lot of people haven't beaten Prey. But so I'll say Prey has an incredibly strong first 15 minutes of the game. Super strong. 15 minutes. Like
That's
it's
not
actually
a good start to an explanation, but go on.
well, I was just talking about the game in general. Like I think the beginning of the game is fantastic, actually. And once you get to like the main lobby, because what happens to you, I don't care about spoiling this part in the beginning because everyone should know this from trailers and stuff like that. But pretty much like you're in your apartment and stuff, and it's like a Groundhog Day thing where you keep going to work, they keep doing experiments on you, and then one day these aliens attack. They're called Typhons, and the first Typhon, like I guess the OG Typhon's like called a Mimic, and they look like they're like black spiders sort of things, but like with I don't know, it's hard to describe them, but
Little octopus jellyfish things.
sort of like that, yeah. And they can turn into anything because they're called mimics, but
Kind of like starfish, actually.
yeah, I would say like starfish, but just 4 legs to it.
Turn into chairs and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Or anything on. They can turn into guns and stuff. Like,
Oh, whoa.
yeah, it's actually like a horror game. I would say like BioShock is in the beginning, where everything's just super fucked up and you're not like powerful
Yeah,
yet.
So I felt like Bioshock was scarier than Prey.
I think Prey is scarier longer than BioShock, because until you can get the scope where you can see mimics who are like pretty much like
Oh,
How do I
Bioshock is a
describe
lot
it?
creepier though. Like
BioShock
the
is
mimic,
creepier.
the mimic jump scaring you is like I don't know if that's like Bioshock's environment was like much more creepy.
I feel like the mimics aren't as threatening, but they're scarier because you pick up something and they can just
Yeah, because they
Do a lot of damage,
because they
too.
jump scare you.
yeah. So it's pretty scary in that regard. The issue is the enemies in the game actually do suck. When you get like once you get your weapons and once you're going through the game, you pretty much see all the enemies in the first few hours. Actually,
So there's the mimic, and then there's the phantom,
yes, and then there's like robots.
and then there's robots.
And they're not even like mech robots, like walking around like warriors or some shit. They're like sentries, like flying robots. And then there's variations on each thing. Like there's phantoms that have taken over robots, and they're like they can mind control humans and things like that. They're just like bigger and uglier, but it's not like I don't know. It's just the enemy design is just not good. Like the phantoms, like there's a fire phantom. There's a teleporting like
Oh god.
phantom that can like make multiple phantoms.
Mhm.
There's an electric phantom. There's a big phantom later in the game called the Nightmare, which is like a big daddy thing, except like it stalks you throughout the game. And once you've used enough neuromods to upgrade yourself, it'll start following you. And whenever you start upgrading yourself a lot again, like it'll attack you out of nowhere. And it's
Wow, 'cause
massive.
you're too upgraded or something.
Sort of. It's just like because neuromods, if you use neuromods to make yourself more Typhon, then you pretty much
Oh, neuromods turn you into a Typhon.
yeah, because you can get Typhon abilities, so you can become a mimic and like turn into any object,
Interesting.
which is actually like getting to one of the better parts of the game. Actually, is I think it's made by Arcane Studios, and they're the people who make Dishonored.
Mm.
So in Dishonored, you have a lot of options to tackle a situation, get through like a door. Like there's so many
You got
different
a lot of
paths.
magical powers.
Exactly. It's exactly like Dishonored in that way, where you can look at a situation and be like, okay, I can't open this door, but if I had the skill to like lift anything, then I could rip the door open. But if I don't have that skill, maybe I could break the glass and shoot a dart gun at the button at the door, and it'll open the door from the inside. Or if I don't have the dart gun, I could. There's like a little hole in the ground, and then I can turn into a coffee mug, roll myself through the hole, and
What
then
the fuck?
turn myself back, and then yeah, it's actually really cool. The problem solving and puzzles in this game, where you can really do anything you want. You're never at a disadvantage for what you do with your upgrades. Sometimes you got to be more creative of other situations. Like there's this one situation where I had to open a locked door, but I needed level 4 hacking. Didn't have that, so I had to use the glue gun, which is essentially like it's actually a really good gun in the sense of I was able to climb up all the way to the top of this like room, go through the rafters, and then drop down into the room, and I totally bypassed the door.
It's the puzzle gun.
Yeah, it's the puzzle gun, which I actually really enjoy. It's the climbing gun for sure. My issue with the game is the upgrade system is just very weird and sporadic to me. It's just there's a lot of different trees and nothing necessarily feels too rewarding. It's just things like they just give you a lot of neuromives and you can virtually get anything, but nothing too crazy in all reality. And there's no enemies that really test you with like your abilities and skills.
Like bosses and stuff.
So there's no bosses.
Whoa.
I would say the Nightmare is the only boss, and I can, by halfway through the game, the Nightmare is literally nothing. Because I use ability to like make sure it can't use psychic powers against me. And then I would just run up to it, I would shock it, so it takes double damage now, and then I just run up to it with the shotgun, and my shotgun's all the way upgraded. And essentially, like I broke the game, I guess. Because that's what I usually do in single player games, but I think it was too easy to break. Like BioShock took a lot more thinking how to break the game with the wrench. But also, the wrench in this game is not good, which is really disappointing.
That's good.
No, it's bad because no, it's bad. Okay, I can't do a wrench only playthrough in this game. At least it would be fun. Yeah, shotgun only for the most part. Shotgun, and I use some powers, but like that was just to enable my shotgun ability at the end.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, shotgun's good. It doesn't feel good, but it's good. Yeah, it does. The best part of the game, I would say, is the atmosphere, the side characters, and all the side missions you can do in it. Very, very like controversial moments in the game and like what characters do, and it like raises questions of like humanity and like what's okay. I do like the options you have at the end of the game, but I think the end of the game is overall weak. And Matt, I think you would actually hate the end of the game too. And I'm gonna go through the spoilers. So I'm gonna put a little spoiler warning right here. Here. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, just come back in about like a minute from now. So okay, so spoiler talk now. Okay, so the end of the game, right? It doesn't matter what so you can either choose to blow up Talos 1 or not blow it up.
Nice.
And yeah, and so pretty much like for my game, I chose to blow it up and destroy the Typhon with it because that's evil. Because your brother's like, no, we want to use the Typhon ability. We want to put humanity with the Typhon together and make them OP. It's like, no.
Wow.
So I destroyed the whole planet and everything. At the end of the game, you realize you wake up and it's like this whole thing was this whole thing that wasn't real.
Oh,
nothing was real. The whole thing was a simulation. You're actually a Typhon using Morgan Hughes, like going through Morgan Hughes' memories. Who's the main character, and you realize and all the NPCs.
Memories. That means it already happened.
Yeah, this already happened. The world is actually completely destroyed with there's Typhons everywhere in the world. Typhons are fusing with humans, and they're trying to find out, can humans fuse with Typhons and make a different species and fight back Typhons. So it's weird, and it's like your brother is like telling you all this stuff.
And then what happens if you don't blow up Talos 1?
Notice the whole thing's still a simulation at the end. If you don't blow up Talos 1,
nothing. Whoa, so that choice doesn't matter.
You just get the same ending, but they review you at the very end of your choices and things like that, and you'll have different dialogue. And if you like mess up too much, they'll actually just straight up kill you. But if you don't mess up and they like say you passed the exam, you can not kill them or you can kill them if you want. It's the ending's incredibly flat and just.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good ending.
Like it's sick at the very end because you're like escaping the ship and you guys like saved everyone. It's like that was sick. Except the not sick part was when you're like leaving. There's no new enemies or anything for the moment. It's like, okay, just run through the whole thing. You've been backtracking through the entire game. It's just like, okay, that's great. But I don't know. Prey's fun. I wouldn't recommend buying the game in all reality unless you or borrow it from your friend.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'll give the game a 7.5 out of 10. It's a
Seven.
poor man's Bioshock or System Shock in all reality.
There we go.
If you really want to play a game like this, play Bioshock, or if you want to play another game like this, play Dishonored 2, because I think Dishonored 2 is a way better game at the end of the day.
Epic.
Yeah. So for my weekend, I was pretty much I beat Prey, Hearthstone, some anime, the usual stuff. Nothing too big. Work sort of sucks, but that's the usual. That's what happens when you work at my job.
Have to work with Ryan. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Ryan's terrible. He's a terrible human. I hope he never hears this podcast.
Whoa.
Oh
Are you
man.
friends with him on Facebook?
Oh no, I never posted on Facebook. I'm not friends with Ryan on Facebook. Not really.
Nice. Good.
Why would I ever? I'm not even friends with him on Snapchat. It's not even real. It's not even. There's nothing here. Nothing here. All right.
You ready to actually talk about shit now?
Well, no. What?
Wake up from my coma.
Wow. Okay. I guess we can dive into some news.
We just spent like fucking 15 minutes talking about fucking Prey. Could have made a separate video for the views.
Here's the thing, though. People need the reviews in the podcast. It's very important.
All right, everyone, let me know if you want Anthony to give you a review of every game he's ever played in every podcast for 15 minutes or not.
Hey, man, that's the whole point of this. I'll give you all the reviews and my impressions on shit.
All right, let's move on.
All right, okay, so
What do we got first on the agenda?
all right, so dude. This is probably my favorite headline all week, probably of the month. Knack 2 is an atonement.
I thought that was funny. I never played Knack, but I thought that was a funny headline.
Because the Knack meme is amazing. It's so good. Actually played Knack. Got it as a PS4 launch title.
Sure, you loved it.
I mean, I like platformers. It was very bare bones for sure, but Barborns. But it was fun. It's also co-op, so if you needed a co-op game at launch, there was that. But yeah, the game was overall very medium. However, so the creator of the game, director Mark Cerny, if you don't know who Mark Cerny is, he is actually a god of video games. He's more of one of those behind-the-scenes guys, so he's not a very popular name in gaming. But he is the one who did create the architecture for the PS4. He's also been working on multiple franchises for 30 years. Like, he worked on Sonic, Marble Madness, Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, and pretty much.
I love Sonic.
Yeah, well, he's
Shut up, man.
No, Sonic's awful, but he's helped created a lot of PlayStation franchises. He's also worked on Last Guardian, Uncharted, God of War, and he's working on Death Stranding right now. So, he's in everything. But Knack is his game. Like, he made it from the ground up. And so he's pretty much saying that Knack 2 is going to fix all the issues of the first game. It's not going to be boring. The game's going to be a lot lively.
It's not going to be boring.
I mean, he straight up admits it, which is important.
Don't you mean he claims?
I very much
That's
enjoy
better
this
word to
article,
use.
by the way, speaking of this man, the guy who wrote the article, like, interviews him, and the guy just, like, reads off a card of what he, like, is supposed to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you read it, let's see if I can find it here real quick. Fuck. He used the word cheat sheet. Hold on. No, he even occasionally turns to a cheat sheet to make sure he's covered all the publicity department mandated bullet points.
Godlike, dude.
Just in case.
Imagine interviewing someone and they just pull out like a note card and they're like, just give you read right off of it and they just put it back.
So that's what
Honestly,
Obama does.
Yeah, he's not good with people, dude. That's why he's not an on-stage personality. He can't do the talks. For some reason, he's doing an interview. I don't know why he's doing an interview.
doing the interview.
Like, it actually makes no sense, but it says they're gonna make the gameplay better, so it's not gonna be like kick, punch anymore. They're gonna actually have like a combo system. They're gonna make co-op better, try to have a more interesting story. Essentially, they're trying to get the Crash 1 to Crash 2 jump, but Crash 1 was actually like a good game. So,
It sounds like they're just trying to make a better game.
yeah, and I'll probably get Knack 2 in all reality because
I
I
know
buy
you will.
everything. I buy everything PlayStation, man. So, Yeah, Knack. It's back, and Knack is back, baby. But next story is did you guys see the Ed reveal trailer for Street Fighter 5?
Yeah, I also watched
Yeah.
Ed played.
His
I think he
moves
looks
look
pretty
kind of
bullshit.
cool. I don't like his design all that much.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh no, we know you don't. You can
Revelator
care less
2
what
is
happens. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I sort of don't care, but I think it's interesting because he doesn't have any. He's all like downs and things like that, or two like, punch
yeah.
buttons and
Yeah, fuck that.
I just don't know what Capcom's gonna do at this point to make cool characters.
they're gonna suck.
I mean,
think.
like they punch things, they kick things, they might throw out like a projectile of like wind or shadow energy, and yeah, that's every character at this point.
Yeah, man.
Some plasma.
Also,
bullshit.
all the characters in the game in Street Fighter 5 play the same.
That's what I'm saying. Like it just looks all the same. It looks like it doesn't fucking matter who you play. Just some moves are better than others, just inherently.
Yep, all the characters do the same thing.
Yeah, I just wish the design wasn't shitty.
But
Like, his
design is
face.
Fucking.
His face is ugly, dude.
Alright,
I'm ugly as shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was an amazing story, guys. I love how we had some interesting insight.
I mean, there's a new character. This Street Fighter
Who gives
character.
a fuck is interesting?
He looks like ass. His moves are okay. End of story.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, next topic. Far Cry 5 will be a Western game releasing in September. So this is a rumor. So we're actually in E3 season right now, which is very important. The most important time of the year, in all reality, for me at least. Should be for any gamer. Who cares? But so we're gonna be getting a lot of leaks coming up. One of the first, Ubisoft has 2 leaks coming up. Actually, next story, but Far Cry being a Western game, like a Wild Wild West game, so like Red Dead, which is supposed to be slated to come out this year as well. So that's just gonna be very interesting if Far Cry 5 is like a Western, and then we also get Red Dead. We have 2 big games fighting for the same spot, and Red Dead's never had to compete with anyone in this type of way, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. So how do you guys feel about Far Cry hitting the Wild Wild West?
The last Far Cry game I played was the one with the weed mission.
That's Far Cry 3.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's the last Far Cry game I played. I don't really give a shit about Far Cry. I don't know. Far Cry Primal was you were a caveman, weren't you?
You were a caveman, yeah.
That's some real gay shit, some real boring shit. And now I'm in the Wild West. I don't know, man.
I think
Wild
Wild
West,
West shit's cool.
Oh, nice. So maybe Sean will enjoy it.
I
See,
don't
the
know
Wild
where-
West.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the Wild West is like it's not overdone in video games yet, so that's why I think it's gonna be really cool.
It's really
like
not.
we were saying, Sean.
Yeah, I was gonna like in terms of like ranking
It's not.
like settings for places. Wild West is actually probably up there for me. Like space is
I-
tight. Fucking the West is tight. I'm trying to think what's not tight, dude. What's a shitty setting? You guys had to think of a setting that was dog shit or overdone.
I mean, I don't think Wild West for video games is overdone, but I still don't think Wild West is like very interesting.
See, what's overdone to me? I think classic fantasy is so.
I
At
love
this
that
point-
shit, dude.
The thing is, I think it's so versatile. It's so versatile, though. Like
It is.
you
It
could
is.
just be doing so much different shit, and like nobody would give a fuck. Like for Wild West shit, like I wouldn't say it's versatile.
You're saying like you have to be cowboys and shit. Is that what you're saying?
Like I mean, like if you're doing Wild West stuff, it's like like you would usually have to be doing that kind of thing, unless
you're
you're
trapped into like a gunslinging like.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is like
There's that one RPG that was in the West. What was that? What
what do you think about Wild Arms?
is it? Wild Arms? Is that what it is? Yeah. Isn't that in the
Yeah.
West?
I mean, it was really Wild West, and I mean, at least the ones I played. I played like 3 and 4, I think. It was really Wild West.
You didn't like it?
I mean, I liked Wild Arms, but I don't think I'm allowed to like some of them. I think, aren't I? Like, I think Part 7 of JoJo's
Now you have to
really-
hate everything, Matt.
I don't hate them all.
everything.
What the fuck? You?
I'm pretty hyped for it, honestly. I think I think they can put an interesting twist on it as well, because we just know Wild West, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be our history. It could be like steampunk as well. So,
Is Far Cry usually realistic games?
I mean, it's video game magic going on. So especially the last game, there was a lot of
Was
like
there magical shit going on?
yeah, there was some magical shit going on in the last game. Also,
Actually, was there magical shit going on in Far Cry 3, or that was like drug shit?
that was drugs. Which is another good excuse for magic bullshit in video games.
God, you remember when you fought the crazy guy in like the Dreamscape or whatever? That was fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I think Far Cry games are good games at the end of the day.
I don't think
So,
they're good games, but I feel like they're Assassin's Creed.
well, speaking of Assassin's Creed Origins has been leaked. So, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Fuck.
Here's the thing: the world
Anthony
actually,
likes Assassin's Creed, so
the world loves Assassin's Creed. At the end of the
To me,
day,
that's an issue. But go ahead.
here's the okay. I'll tell you.
it's a little sad. It's a little sad.
It just
I'll
needed to
tell you
end.
about
It's over. It's over. Assassin's Creed's over, dude. I'm putting the fucking knife in the heart, dude. It's over. It should be over.
Here's the thing about Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed had a lot of bad games recently, and I did not touch those games because they were bad. Assassin's Creed used to be sick though.
Agreed. And when they stopped, it should have been over.
But the issue was they kept on making them every year. It was an annual franchise. They took a
Agreed.
year off. They took a
Stupid.
whole year off. Now it's coming this year because there wasn't one in it last year. So there's a chance it could be good. They actually tried. So that's why I'm pretty excited.
I watched my buddy play Assassin's Creed. I mean, I played the first one, but I watched him play like 1, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, and a little bit of 4. I feel like there was a story to tell. They told it. It should be over.
Actually, they didn't tell the story because how Assassin's Creed 3 ends ruins the entire franchise's story potential.
Okay, so that just means it was a bad fucking game. Like, I don't understand.
Didn't we already like? So how does it end though? Like, was it like a bunch of God shit?
Yes. And
Wait, but that's how
gets
that was
killed.
in 2 though. That was in 2 as well though, or was it in Brotherhood? 2
Desmond?
Brotherhood.
Gets killed.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. I don't remember I remember that happening. Like I remember people talking about it. So so he's dead, and then what happens?
And so this is what happens, right? So the God stuff is happening in Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and 3. Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood are fantastic games. 3 is not a fantastic game for many reasons, which is unfortunate because it should have been the best one, considering the time period. But it's not. Alas, the issue with Assassin's Creed 3 ending is they kill the main character who built up this entire time to be like the most important thing in the universe, and he was getting closer to the answers. He gets killed, and then Assassin's Creed, I think Revelations actually happens. Wait, I forgot when Revelation
Pretty
happens.
sure
I never
it
played
goes. You mean like release date wise?
Is Revelations before 3?
Yeah,
It might be.
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
think
it
it was
goes
before
1
3.
Brotherhood, Revelations, 3.
What?
Or does
No,
it
it
go
goes
Revelation
1,
second?
2,
Brotherhood.
1, 2, Brotherhood,
Oh,
Revelation,
yeah, 2.
3.
Whoops, my
Oh
bad.
yeah.
I'm pretty
Okay, well,
There's so many
Revelations-
games, Matt. I get lost
Yeah,
in
no,
the,
you're-
the
there are a
mix.
lot.
Well, Revelations doesn't matter as a video game, so I don't count it.
Unity, whatever the other fucking
Unity.
stupid one
Oh,
was.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then Black Flag.
Why didn't they
Black
just
Flag's
number
amazing.
them all, dude?
Black Flag is an amazing game, which I was actually leading into. Black Flag just starts you with a totally new character. It doesn't really add all to Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, so what's the so is there like a, because you know the whole Assassin's Creed thing is like Desmond. There's real life Desmond, and then he like lives the lives of the other guys.
Yes.
Is there like a Desmond character in Black Flag?
In Assassin's Creed 4, you play as a video game tester at
Oh my-
Abstergo.
Why don't you just play as the fantasy character? Why am I?
Because these
playing
kids are
as-
stupid.
God fucking did. That's the worst part about.
No,
Assassin's Creed.
that is the worst part of Assassin's Creed.
That is the worst part about Assassin's Creed.
The
Just let me
real life
play
stuff.
as the fucking characters.
Here's the thing: the real life stuff is only sick when they actually let you play as the assassin. They let you play as Desmond with full assassin powers, killing like agents and stuff towards the end of the game, which was sick in our reality because that's what everyone wanted. And then they
Yeah,
killed
that is what
Desmond.
everyone wanted.
because that was the whole. They had a track because it's like okay,
There needed to be a full Assassin's Creed game in the real lifetime where you play as Desmond. But he's
exactly.
dead.
Well, yeah, because they ruined the franchise. Kill Desmond.
And they
But
keep putting
Assassin's
out
Creed
games.
4 is sick.
Why?
And they keep making games, yeah.
How many games
Well-
does Uncharted have? Was that 4?
Well, okay. Uncharted actually has technically Uncharted has 6 games, 7 coming out now.
Oh, they're making another Uncharted game. Alright, shit, never mind. Stupid.
Well,
Well, it was supposed to be DLC. But
it was supposed to be DLC, but it turned to a
into
full
another
game.
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
guess that's okay if they're not fucking expanding it. They're just adding to it.
Yeah. Also, it's like side characters as well. Nathan Drake's story is
Yeah.
done.
Whatever.
So,
So
yeah,
you got a
but-
story, you make the story ends, you're done with it.
no, I agree. I agree. Okay, but let's get to the cool part of Assassin's Creed Origins here.
Oh god.
So this is taking place in Egypt. This is the long-awaited Egypt game. It's going back to its roots. It's going to be the biggest Assassin's Creed game. There's going to be boats in it, so there's going to be naval combat. Which
There's gonna be boats in it.
and
Oh boy.
here's the thing: isn't it weird that the best part of Assassin's Creed is the naval combat at this point?
I don't know about
Like,
that. I mean, that sounds a little sad.
It's so good though. It's actually so good. Oh man. But yeah, it's like you're playing in Egypt apparently from the 5th dynasty to the Old Kingdom, so like 2500 BC around them. So it's some old shit. So it's probably the oldest Assassin's Creed. Hence the name Origins. So
But so
I'm
you
pretty
play it
excited.
like before Altair?
Yeah,
Wow,
that's what it seems like.
interesting. So it's
Hopefully,
like before the first game.
yeah.
Wowzers.
Hence
Oh,
the
boy.
name Origins.
Oh boy, probably gonna. Are we going back to apples and Templars?
Oh, it's always about Templars. It's always about
Is
Templars.
it always about apples?
I hope to God it's not about apples again. And here's the thing: I didn't play Unity and I didn't play Syndicate. Which
Oh,
were
I
the
forgot
last
about
two.
Syndicate.
Yeah.
Fuck was that game? What happened in that game?
It was English.
Was
They were
Desmond
English.
dead in that game?
Desmond's been dead. I don't even know what happens in Syndicate.
God, dude.
I looked at Syndicate. I was like, the E3 trailer for. I was actually so bored out of my mind.
No more Ass Creed. No more.
Hey man, I'll give them a shot this year. The issue is with this year, there's too many other fantastic games already announced, and I'm like, I don't think there's room for you. But sure, man. But sure. Oh man, I hope it does well because they need it to do well. Apparently, Ubisoft is not going to be the same Ubisoft by the end of next year.
Good.
They're going to be bought. I forgot about the other company that's doing the buyout from them, but Ubisoft's about to get really bad if you already thought they were bad enough.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know what you guys love. This is your favorite franchise of all time. It's called Dynasty Warriors, and it's going open world.
I'm gonna say it again. Who cares?
This is for Joey. He probably doesn't know.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Oh no, we'll find out.
Dynasty Warriors.
I just wanted to say that Dynasty Warriors is going open world, and it's coming to PS4, and I do not care, but I think it's interesting that it's going open world. I would assume there's a little bit open world, how the big battlefields are. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure those are just big zones where you just fight.
yeah.
When they say open world now, I'm assuming they mean like. Should I assume like Skyrim? I don't know what I should be thinking here.
I have no idea either, honestly, but I assume.
Taking quests from people. I don't know.
I guess so. Okay, let's get to the best story here. 11-year-old gets used copy of GTA 5 and finds bag of meth.
That's the most.
Did he buy this from GameStop? Where did he buy this from? He did.
He
Okay.
bought it from.
I just want to
GameStop.
say, I didn't even know that, but I
He bought it from
automatically
GameStop.
assumed it was from GameStop
So,
because GameStop has
pretty
the worst
much the
policies ever,
mom.
dude.
What the mom? What?
Anthony,
Oh shit.
I think we lost him. Keep
Oh,
it going. Keep it going. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, is he back? Is he back?
He's back.
All right, then you cut out, dude. Oh, is he gone again? Anthony, hello. No, we can hear you. We can hear you talk.
Wait.
Okay, you
Okay.
can hear me?
Laughing.
Start over.
Okay, okay. I'm
Edit
sorry
the
about
tape.
that.
Cut the tape.
No, we're good. We're good. I was about to talk about the meth.
Yeah, the meth. You were talking about the mom.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so pretty much the mom called the police after she bought her son this used copy of GTA from GameStop.
Horrible mom, by the way. Game's already done. Her son's 11.
I know, right?
True.
Side note, I'm looking at the Kotaku link right now, and the tag it's under is meth to the player.
Meth to the player. Holy shit.
That's good, dude. That's fine.
Alright, so I'm gonna read the mom's Facebook post. Her name's Kayla. Today I took my son to GameStop in Tallahassee to trade in games and get some new ones. When he opened the booklet inside one of the pre-owned games, he, my 11-year-old son, found this. A baggie full of fucking meth. Clearly the game was not properly checked when it was traded in because of the carelessness I could have lost a child. Thankfully he brought it right to us and said, "What is this?"
Well, if he didn't know what it was, I don't think you were going to lose a child to a meth overdose, but
Man, what if he
Oh,
just
man.
ate it all?
I just want to say, like I
this looks
said,
good.
I didn't fucking know where they got this from,
Sugar.
and I probably could have guessed it was GameStop, but that doesn't surprise me at all, dude. GameStop has the worst fucking policies when it comes to this shit.
Here's my thing. You're not like, I don't blame the people at GameStop here, because who's gonna be searching behind the papers for stuff, right?
Yeah, I never did it. I never fucking did it.
No one.
I took up the disc, I said, this isn't super scratched, I'll take it, and I put it back, and that was it.
Also, the thing is, couldn't they like find out who gave this to GameStop? Who sold this to GameStop?
If they have a power-up card. Not everyone
No.
has a power-up card.
Actually,
like
no,
the
they
Facebook-
can't. Because for trades, everyone has to put in their info for trades.
Oh gosh, I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna be awkward, but who knows, man?
But
It couldn't-
they can't do anything about it anyway. It's not like you sold this to GameStop, it had meth in it. He could just be like, I didn't know it had meth in it. It's my friend's
I mean,
game.
what? I mean, I guess like
You
I
can't
mean,
arrest someone on a past crime like that.
Really?
Yeah, you can't arrest somebody for something that you were not witness to.
Yeah. I mean, there's no proof that it's his or anything, like,
I guess. I guess not.
because what if
Yeah.
it was a used game before, right? Like, it could already been in, like, because who looks through the paper, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I just think this is
I
hilarious.
think the only thing you can arrest on that you were not a witness to as a police officer is domestic violence. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah, because there's like bruises and shit.
it's also no, it's just. I don't know what the actual reasoning is, but I mean, there's also a very long history of like police officers showing up to houses in like the 70s and like being like, "Oh nope, me and my wife were just having a little bit of an argument," and then they fucking beat their wife to death afterwards because that's just like how things were. It was like a private hush hush matter, and they're like, "Nah, we can't do that anymore."
That's some shit, dude. That's some shit. At least it's not meth, though.
At least it's not meth, though.
Well, beating women to death is not as bad as meth.
Oh no!
You heard it here first, everyone. Anthony.
Did
You
not
give a
mean
shit
that.
about women's rights, dude.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't know. I think 11-year-old doing meth is a little
Just
bit-
don't do meth. Beat your wife. Don't do meth.
Don't do either. Please don't do either. But definitely don't do the meth, dude.
But definitely don't do the meth. If you have to do the other one, I mean, I'm not okay with it. But I
Oh,
understand.
Oh man. But
Let's talk about Mass Effect, which is basically like getting beaten up by somebody.
It's true. True. I do want to mention Wooly's message, which was
I didn't watch it.
pretty good. His message is just don't talk about your fan game creation. Just don't talk about it, or you'll be sued and your game will not come out. Just a good message
Yeah.
to people.
That seems like common sense, dude. Hey, I'm
Good
stealing
common
your
sense.
thing. Check it out
Yeah.
for
It
profit.
was a big issue on Reddit. Like, people were having like debates about the whole topic. I'm like, what is there to debate about?
I don't understand.
You know, when you
Like-
play a video game and it says all rights reserved and copyrighted and shit, that means you can't do that. I don't know what there is to even argue at that point. Like,
I guess they were just talking about like, even if they sent you to cease and desist, they can still sue you for making. And they were just having a discussion about that, and I'm like, but Wooly's video is already like, you're already past that step. Like, you don't care about the repercussions. Like, you just shouldn't talk about it, release it. So I guess people just weren't understanding his video.
Yeah, just release it secretly.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, let's. Speaking of BioWare, BioWare Montreal scale down, Mass Effect put on ice for now. So,
Outplayed.
oh no,
What?
Oh no.
outplayed for sure. Oh no,
What?
Oh no.
my internet. Oh no, my internet was like a little bit. This Wi-Fi in this old house. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good, guys.
Just say,
Anyway.
Mass Effect sucks, dude. End of story.
Okay, no, Mass Effect sucks now, Sean. It sucks right now.
I might be spitballing, but wasn't like their lead animator or something for the newest game like someone who's never worked on like an animation project before or something to that nature?
I know the original lead animator left like half. I know a lot of people are leaving throughout the project. So you're probably right. But I want to read the EA statement about the studio's director. Our teams at BioWare and across EA put in tremendous effort bringing Mass Effect Andromeda to players around the world. Even as BioWare continues to focus on Mass Effect Andromeda community and live service, we are constantly looking at how we're prepared for the next experiences we will create. The teams at EA Worldwide Studios are packed with talent, and more than ever, we are driving collaboration between studios on key projects. With our BioWare and Motive teams sharing studio space in Montreal, we have BioWare teams joining Motive projects that are underway. We're also ramping up teams on other BioWare projects in development. There will be much more to come from BioWare in the years ahead. So essentially, they took out most of the current BioWare team, and just put them in another studio, and just trying to restructure the BioWare right now, because the lead creators, actually the original heads of BioWare do not work there anymore. So like when the good games like Knights of the Old Republic or Dragon Age Origins or Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, those people are long gone by now. And the B team, I would say like a mix of the A team and B team who were making Mass Effect. Yeah. We're making Mass Effect 3, which is why the story was bad, but the gameplay was really good and everything else was pretty good, but the ending was just abysmal. So that head team that made Mass Effect 3 wasn't making Andromeda. They're working on new IP or probably a new Star Wars game because EA has a Star Wars license, and they're making a new single player Star Wars game. So this is the C team, right, that made Andromeda, and it clearly shows. People are upset. I've seen a lot of used copies of this game, so people are just not having it. It's sort of sad to see because Mass Effect was like the only space opera, really, in like video games. Like there's no other big sci-fi franchise that's like in space right now besides Mass Effect. So sort of depressing to see this go, but at least there's an opening now for another game to take that mantle.
Yeah, game sucked.
Wow, dude, excellent commentary, dude.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah. It's bad. I don't know. It's just I think the big issue is so they're still updating the game. So the game's actually a lot better than it was at first. If you think about it as an early access game, but you had to pay $60.
That's what I like to call a bad game that is being fixed. Which is better
Yeah.
than a bad game not being fixed, but
It's
I don't feel like
bad.
they're fixing it because they go, we feel bad that we gave you a shitty product, let us fix it because we're good people. It's probably like a holy shit, people are really mad about this, we need to fix this to save face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to ruin the Mass Effect brand, like, which they pretty much did to a
It already
degree.
has enough piss on it.
But it used to be so good. So, like, here's my thing. Like, I'll probably never play this game, and I honestly never will. But if they announce a new Mass Effect game, I'll be like, okay, I'm cautiously hyped.
Yeah,
as long as
it
it's a
could be
different
good.
studio.
As long as it doesn't suck.
Honestly, bring back Shepard. I don't care about the end of Mass Effect 3. Doesn't need to make any sense. Just bring back Shepard.
Damn.
Put it back in the same.
Damn.
Make a game every year. In fact, make him an assassin.
Yeah, dude. Make him an assassin. Oh, man. That would be some bad shit if Mass Effect was yearly. But here's the thing, though. This studio also made Dragon Age Inquisition, which was like, I mean, not as good as Dragon Age 1. A lot better than Dragon Age 2, though. And how did they make Andromeda so bad? Like, Dragon Age Inquisition was the game before this, and they somehow made a game so bad. It's upsetting. So who knows what's going to go on BioWare? Knowing EA, they might just shut them down at one. EA does not, unfortunately.
That'd be epic.
Bad for games, dude.
Outplayed.
Bad for games. Well, speaking of massive companies, let's talk about Square Enix. And we got two stories about them. So let's talk about the first one where Square Enix splits with Hitman creators IO Interactive. So the gist of this story is Hitman is it was owned by Square Enix when they bought Eidos back in the day when Eidos was going under. So they took over like Tomb Raider, Hitman, and Deus Ex from them. So that's how they make all these Western games. Apparently, Hitman did not make enough money, which is, I think, ridiculous. Because looking at Square Enix's sales forecast, like what they consider a successful game, like they wanted Rise of the Tomb Raider to sell 4 million copies. I'm like, that game's not ever gonna sell 4 million copies. Like, it's not gonna be successful. It was successful, but not to this crazy degree that they are trying to go to. The same thing happened to Hitman, except I think enough where they're willing to just completely drop the brand and everything. But it seems like IO Interactive is actually going to be keeping the license, the IP to Hitman. So Hitman Season 2 will be coming out. And from what I've heard from a bunch of people, this Hitman game is actually the best Hitman game ever. And I actually do want to get it. I'll probably try to get it during the Steam summer sale when it's cheaper. I'll pay like $15-20 for this game. I just don't want to pay like 30.
What's it called?
Hitman. It's just I think it's yeah. It was like a reboot.
Interesting.
Did you guys ever play Mini Ninjas before? Ever heard of that?
Nope.
Okay. It was another game they made, which is like probably the best like children's action game back in. They actually played as it was pretty sick, but they made that too. So
Ninjas.
yeah. Yeah, I can send you a trailer or some shit about it. It's pretty cool.
It
It was a good game.
I
was a good
feel
game.
like I would be.
So are they? Like, I don't understand. So they said they were selling it to like a different company? Is that what they're doing with it?
Oh no! So they're letting go the studio of IO Interactive.
All right, maybe I read that wrong.
Yeah. No, there was another story I read that wasn't in this story too. So
We decided to withdraw from business. Oh yeah, I guess they're just not. Well,
Yeah.
see, as a result of this, company started to become potential new. Oh no, I think they're talking about IO Interactive started talking with other companies. Okay, I got it confused. I thought Square. No, because Square owns them, right?
yeah,
So either Square was like, "Hey, you guys, we're letting you go do whatever you want," or they're like, "Hey, we're gonna try and sell you guys to someone else." Because it says right here, as a result of this, the company started discussions with potential new investors and is currently in negotiations to secure this investment.
well,
yeah.
it seemed
Whilst there are no
It seems-
guarantees that the negotiations be concluded successfully, they are being explored since this is in the best interest for our shareholders, the studio, and the industry as a whole. It sounds like
So-
they're trying to get rid of them.
yeah. No, they're trying to get rid of them, but IO owns the IP, so they're trying to get rid of the. Essentially, they're getting rid of the
getting
IP
rid
with
of
the studio.
The studio, yeah.
Yeah, because IO owns the IP, which is interesting. How that works.
But Hitman's not like dying. Like, the studio's not dying. As
no,
of
no, no.
yet.
It's,
They're just looking
No,
for
they're
an
not
investor.
yeah.
Hitman games are tight, dude. I used to play. I think I actually own like 3 of them on Steam. And I just haven't played them. But I watched my buddy play one of the PS2 ones. Is it Blood Money? Is that on PS2?
Oh, yeah, Blood Money, and there's Absolution. It's
There's
another
of those two,
one.
But they look pretty good.
Was Absolution on PS2?
I think it's on PS3 Absolution.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But those are, I mean, Hitman's pretty good. Like, if you're into stealth games that lets you do what you want to do, then yeah, it's a great franchise for sure. I do need to play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it, man, one of these days.
Yo, Steam Summer Sale, man. It's coming up.
I already own a few of them on Steam from a long time ago. But
Yeah, but you don't own this one, though.
that's true. I could sit in my library with the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And our last story. Speaking of Square Enix, Final Fantasy 15 and Rise of the Tomb Raider helped Square Enix bring in big sales and profits. So, yeah, as the title suggests, Final Fantasy 15 and Tomb Raider were very successful in 2016.
Square
And
made
Sean, do you...
bonkers money, dude. They made bonkers money. It's actually incredible. They made 256 billion yen.
I mean, that's a
silly.
shit ton of yen.
That's just a silly amount of money.
Yeah.
2.248 billion US dollars.
Final Fantasy 15 sucked dick.
Yeah, but people are gonna buy it anyway, so.
No.
Yeah, and then people buy the season pass and all the DLC, and then they buy the fucking, like, I think there's some sort of microtransactions at it. And what else? Oh yeah, it's just like, oh, here's the statues of the characters now. It's like, the whole thing is like, you make
They
this
are
cool looking
milking
character.
it. They are milking
Yeah.
the shit out of that game.
Yeah. And they're gonna be
There's gonna
successful.
be a sequel.
Matt, please no.
That's,
Don't
the,
wish
that's
that
the
upon-
thing now with like a lot of games. They just milk them like really hard. At least the RPGs I play. Like Final Fantasy 15, right? And all the shit they're doing now. And then Persona 4 got like fucking 4 billion spin-offs. They got a remake. Got fucking.
No, yeah, Persona 4 got the stinky milk.
And then even Zestiria got like an anime. Got that movie thing
Mhm.
before it came out. Like they're just coming up with all this shit.
Got a vaguely connected prequel, yeah.
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 Like, everything just gets
Be-
milked nowadays. Like I don't understand. it.
Because it's so expensive to make like a video that you have to milk it, because it's to make the maximize of your like to maximize your profits. You have to at this point, because games are so expensive. They can't
Yeah.
cost like 50.
I wonder how much money Skyrim has made at this point.
Yo, that game too, dude. Milked the shit out of that game.
Oh no, milked to fuck. Like the most milked. The most milked.
and it's still coming to Switch, so it's not
Is there
milked
a
out.
list?
It's not done.
Is
It's
there a
not
top 10 list of most milked games, Matt? We should make that list.
done. Skyrim's one, honestly.
We'd get a lot of views on that, I think.
Scott, Final Fantasy VII's up there
True.
for sure.
Yeah, and it's only getting worse. We're not done with the milk.
We're
Yet.
not done with the milking.
It's only just begun.
Oh man, Kingdom Hearts, I feel, has been milked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure. What else? Halo. For sure.
Oh god.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's
Definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Call of Duty.
True. I mean, any game where they just make too many games, dude. Like, they just make
Any
too
game where
many-
they make
or
too
too
many
many
games.
spin-offs, or...
Milk.com.
Yeah, but there's levels to milking though, right?
Oh,
I feel like because like Final Fantasy VII, no, Kingdom Hearts milking is ridiculous because it's not just the games. There's the characters and then all the figures and things like that. Like that's where you really, once you get into merchandise, that's where the milking really begins. Like Call of Duty has that.
So
and Halo.
Nintendo is the milk lords.
Oh, Pokemon.
Lords.
Yeah, Nintendo are the milk lords.
Pokemon's the golden goose, honestly.
Amiibos are made of milk.
True.
They're solid milk.
Solid.
Coagulated milk.
If you melt them, they will turn into milk.
If you melt them, it'll turn into milk.
So, oh, dude, this will change your life, dude. I'm about to tell you. So at work, dude, I got free Amiibos.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I own 4 Amiibos now.
Okay, so you own 4 Amiibos, and how many pops?
I forgot to tell you guys about my pop. Alright, this is very important. This is very important, guys.
No.
Okay, so I bought 4 pops recently. It was buy 3 get 1.
How many total do you have?
Alright, total, let me count. Let me count it out for you. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 pops. 17 pops.
17 pops and 4 Amiibos.
Yeah. That's the line
You're
counter.
doing good. You're doing good for yourself.
But here's the thing. I got the Amiibos for free.
Fucking animal.
Got the Amiibos for free.
I guess so.
And the only Amiibo I liked was the Pikachu. The others should probably get destroyed.
What other ones did you get?
Mario and Luigi and Link.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I know. It was bad.
Give him the Donnie. He'll come. He'll
He
be
already
like,
has
oh.
them.
Yeah, I know. He probably already has too.
He actually
Let's
does. He
wait.
has a. Yeah, he does actually.
Yeah, so he'll give him more.
But so yeah, I got a Piccolo, Vegeta, Kid Gohan, and Dragon Ball Goku with his pops. I'm all into DBZ right now. Watching DBZ abridged, having a great time. Think it's better than the actual DBZ at this point because it's so funny. Yeah. And speaking of milking Final Fantasy VII, I bought a Vincent statue from Square Enix at work.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it. It was $50, but I had some deals going on, so I got it for like 20. So sick, so edgy.
Vincent
So-
is very edgy.
Oh, he's so cool, dude. He got his own video game that wasn't very good, but
Yeah, I did not like that game. I did not like that game.
it's the Urge of the Stirrers, right? Something like
Yeah,
Yeah, there's servers.
PS2 game.
yeah, and it's where's the remake on that, Square? Where's
I do not want that. Do not give it to me.
Nah, dude,
Keep
don't.
it away from me.
They'll build it from the ground up and make it into 3 parts.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Charge $60 for each part.
charge me $60 for each part. So, are the Final Fantasy 7 parts gonna be $60 each?
They haven't said.
They haven't said, but we might find out at E3.
That would be some Sugoi.
I imagine they're gonna hit some big news at E3.
Oh yeah, Square Enix has a lot of stuff coming out later this year, at least in Japan.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. I'm actually so excited for Dragon Quest 11. Haven't been this hyped for a Dragon Quest game in a long time. They got the Final Fantasy 12 remake, which I'll probably end up buying because I like
Nut,
this.
dude. Ugh,
Yeah, and it's the international version,
that's what I'm
so
saying.
I haven't played that. So
That
I'm,
job system.
yeah, I'm super excited for that. Plus, I want to see Bafir again.
My husband, dude. He's so
Yeah.
fucking handsome, dude.
Oh, it's amazing.
His voice actor is also godlike in English.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait. Plus, I'm actually just gonna follow a guide this time and just do all the side stuff because I never did all the side stuff
Nah,
before.
yeah. Stupid kid
Never-
me was like, I'm just gonna go run around and do shit.
Exactly.
Because I'm
Exactly.
fucking, when did that game come out? 2006? How old was I in 2006? 11 years ago? I was like 13.
Yeah, me too. So,
A wee lad.
oh,
Oh, wee lad.
he was a mad lad boy, doing crazy shit. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. I totally forgot. How can I forget? But
I wish we
Could-
could forget.
it's not coming out this year, guarantee.
Calling me surprised.
God.
But you know, and I think the craziest thing is they're making a Marvel game of some sorts. They have the license to. We don't know yet. I think we'll see it at E3. It's Marvel season, baby. It's time for Marvel.
When's Marvel?
Sometime September, man. And I am not excited for the game. I'm just
I
not
don't know
excited.
anyone who's like really excited about it. I just don't. People are like cautiously optimistic, but no one's like excited about it.
Oh, I see it at work all the time, dude.
Really.
You see everything at work.
Yeah.
People like to switch at work.
I work with people who own the Switch too,
I don't know.
because Ryan's a monster. What a madman.
All right, fuck Nintendo.